And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yep, it's 8:29 and it's about that time. Yes. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Carol. Welcome. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm sure people are going to be coming in soon. So I just want to put that out there that welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for Coffee and Conversations with Carol. And I want you all to know that I didn't look like this probably about uh maybe even an hour ago. Yes, I had a very busy work weekend. OMG. OMG. That's what we say, right? OMG. OMG. Yes, a very busy work weekend. And I think I slept all day yesterday. I think I got off work in the morning, drove home on grace, hallelujah, and slept all day. I mean, I think I woke up to eat something. I believe I ate yesterday. I would have to really check in to find out whether I ate yesterday. I'm just letting y'all know. I I slept yesterday. Your girl slept all day, literally. Uh, Yeah. I think I woke up a few times to do whatever, but uh I can't even recall. It's almost like I slept so much it was like a dream. It was like, did I do that or was that a dream? Have you ever had those moments where you'd be like, did I do that? Or was that a dream? Did you have those moments? But yeah. So I had a good workful weekend. I was at work. I was even at work Friday. I didn't get to see the Olympic opening. Like I like to watch, all the countries march in, the ones that are participating. I like to watch that. I like to good morning, sis. Good morning. I like to watch some of the games. I did wake up last night though and see some of the swimming. Did y'all see that boy swimming? Baby, he broke Michael Phelps record in the trials. And so I like the swimming portion of the Olympics. I like the track and field, and I like the gymnastics part. Now, I like basketball, but I don't watch too much of it. I don't do too much of the polo and the bicycling and all that kind of stuff. So depends on what you like. But I do like watching the gymnastic part. I love the floor routines. I like the swimming. Swimming is me. I will watch the diving, the relay swimming, the 400 IM. I will watch the 200 IM. I'll watch the 100. I love that swimming. I love that swimming. I can do basic stuff in the water. That's it. All right. I can do basic enough to get me to land. That's short distances. Please don't put me out there for long distances. I can't do it. It ain't gonna happen. I don't can y'all swim? Like I know my son, I think both of them, I think one of them can. I don't know. He's even scary like me. I think he got me because I'm like, oh, I can do the basics. But I know them two girls, they're lifeguards. So they can, baby, they can. Maya and Dre are like fish in water. They're like fish. They out there. Me, not so much. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Carol. All right, so today is Monday. Normally, we try to get our minds right for Monday. We want, try to get your mind right. And everybody's had kind of I would say, a heavy week leading into the weekend, and then a busy week. That was me. I felt heavy, and then I had a busy work weekend. I was at work, and it was really, really busy. What about you, sis? Did you have a busy weekend? Was it a work weekend? Was it a low weekend for you? Good morning, sis. What about you? Good morning. Hey, girl, all the way in Atlanta. Is it hot down there? What about you? Was it a low weekend for you? Was it a good weekend, busy weekend? Oh, she said, I missed it all. She missed the Olympics. I planned on watching on demand. I swim. I do water aerobics. Busy weekend. Oh, you swim. I didn't know that. You was working, huh? Sister Charmaine was working. Sister Niecy was busy. You swim, Niecy? I didn't know that. I want to do some water aerobics for my knees. My knees are really um bothering me a lot. And I want to do more exercises with my knees. My knees are bothering me quite much now that I probably have to think of a different career. Guess I can't be no dancer like I planned. Retire and be one of the oldest dancers. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I wasn't gonna be no dancer. But it's funny. It's funny. Could you imagine me out there trying to get me some clientele? Yes, I was a lifeguard in high school. Oh, okay then, girl. I shouldn't be surprised. Anybody that can drive big old trucks and buses, I should not be surprised, baby. Should not be surprised at all. Not by you. All right. So here's what I want to ask. They always talk about how you have to invest. You got to save. You got to invest. You got to do this in order to get here. You got to do this in order to get there. Has anybody ever took the time out to invest in one's self? Like before we can get to those steps of investing in our future, investing in our school, investing in our work, investing in our home, and have we ever thought about investing in ourselves? And here's even a better thought or a better, I don't know, statement or a better just something to think about is how like life happens, like we begin to live life as we think we do. Sort of like, you go out, you get in these relationships, we have children, we have all kinds of stuff going on, and we think, I just got to do this in order to survive, or I got to do this to get by. But we never sit back and think about how we can invest in ourselves in order for everything else to be okay, if that makes sense for anybody. Like I need to invest in me in order for my future endeavors to all come together. And they may not still come together the way we plan on them coming together, but it'll be a better chance of them running a little bit more smoothly if I can invest in me. And when we think about investing in ourselves, I get it all with them. You want to look good, hair, nails, investing in your face and your bodies and things like that. But just even talking about, things you do, water aerobics, investing in your health, investing in your mental health, investing in your physical health. I'm talking about investing in your emotional health and also investing in your spiritual health. Because a lot of times, all of those things, when we invest in those things they're gonna come. And it's not that problems, situations, and circumstances are not gonna come, but you are able to handle them better. And let me say for me, because everybody is different, I never want to blanket anyone. So I'm gonna say for me, when I began to invest in those four areas, which is spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional, then for me, things tend to work a little better for me. Now, I'm not all the way there. I have a lot of work to do, but I have began that journey. And because I began that journey, for me, it's better. So I wanted to ask everyone, what about investing in yourself? Is there some pushback there from you not wanting to do it? Is there a pause? Maybe like, I want to do it, but where are you at in investing in yourself, your areas of growth? Where are you at in investing in yourself? Because that's where I am. I'm taking time out to meditate in the morning, reading. I have a devotionals that I read, and I read them with me intended in them. So when I read those devotionals, I read them with me in them, and then I go about my day and I think about that devotional through the whole day, just thinking about it. It may can pertain to something that happened before, but I still take it for that day. And then I have affirmations, same ones I give you all. I say to myself sometimes daily, just to help my mindset. Again, we're on Mindset Mondays, to get my mind right and to thinking the way I wanted to think, and not thinking off or negative, but trying to put it in a more positive, in a more understanding manner so that I can go out through the day, because you never know what somebody is going through. You never know what's going on in somebody's life. So when you take the time to invest in yourself to see things differently, I think that works out because you're not running through the day. Have you ever met anybody that's just always mad? In the morning, in the noon, in the afternoon, at night, they just always mad, just upset, always upset. You could take the time out to invest to try to even work with them people. Since I've been home on injury, I have began the journey. My current journey is spiritual and financial investments. Yes. Yes, I'm right there with you, sis. Right there with you. And even with the financial part, I'm learning to save. Like not that I'm a big spender. I'm not a Let me take that back. Let me take that back. I do. I love to spend. But I'm learning that, Carol, you can spend and have fun, but you can save too. You can do both. So some things that I spend on, I just be spending because I can be impulsive if I see things I like. But I'm learning to pull back on that impulsiveness, and that little, $150 for the spend on some shoes in a bag, or anything like that. I'm learning to put it away. Carol, you can put that away for another day. So I totally like that, the spiritual and financial investment, because that's exactly where I'm at. What about you, son? Are you doing anything in investment in those areas? Spiritual, mental, physical, or emotional? Yes, learning to save is hard, and it's very hard for me. I don't know about anybody else, but it is very hard for me. Good morning, husband. And this is a safe place. No judgment zone here. Life happens, coffee helps. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Yes, so I'm learning in those areas as well, and I think and it's helping me. And then sometimes, here's the thing: when you do it, it'd be like, I'm only doing this much. This all I'm doing, but that little bit helps. It starts to it's you start to see a growth pattern. And for me, I kind of try to rush it too much. Like I want to see it grow now. Like I want to see it build now. And I've never been into stocks, and never been into any of those things. And my husband, my brother-in-law, my son, all of them, they do all of that. And so when I was at work this past weekend, a person came in, and they actually talked to me about one that I actually it kind of it has never piqued my interest. Trust me, never. My husband, my brother-in-law, and my son all do like the stocks and do stuff like that. It's never piqued my interest. But this past weekend when I was at work, we have the delivery people that come in for the meds, and it piqued my interest. The one that they were talking about, it really piqued my interest. So I've actually started researching that because I want to invest in that to make sure that's a good investment financially. So but it's never piqued my interest before, but it has piqued my interest now. And so I'm there with that as well financially. So, we have to learn how to, everything is not bad. Everything is not a bad thing. I think it is more so our mental mindset of how things are set up, and if it is set up that way in our minds, a lot of times when you look at it, you're going to look at it as if it's something that you don't do, or I ain't never did that before, so I ain't going to be doing it. But it doesn't make it a bad thing. You have to do your research in anything that you do. Just like I'm here telling you, hey, invest in your mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical self. You have to do your research on that too. Why should I invest in myself? Where am I at mentally that I can? Where am I at spiritually that I can? You have to really do your research to know what it is that you need to do for you. And only you know that. And I think sometimes people say, well, I told them to do that and they didn't even do it. But that person has to be there and ready to receive it and to accept it in order to know what to do with it. Good morning over here on Instagram. I have already started the mental, physical, and emotional stages. A lot of it had to do with me stepping away from people and take a look at who's healthy for my mental and emotional state. Right. And when you think about that, sometimes it is a withdrawal back where you look and you see. And I know for me, I said to myself, "Oh, okay." I think somebody told me one day, everybody's not going to be a Carol fan. And I said, you know what? That's true. Um, Everybody's not going to be a Carol fan. And so with me understanding that, I I understand that everybody's not going to like me, and that's fine. I'm not for everybody, and that's okay with me. However, I still can treat people with respect. I can be cordial. I can be, if I'm in a work setting, professional. There are ways that I can approach different things, and that's me mentally and emotionally, because before I would approach things very abrasive and aggressive because defense was just something that I was on. And I don't know if that's just women or black women, period. But defense is something that I was always on. So I'm learning that if you approach it differently, it can results will be differently. Not all the time. Sometimes you're gonna get the same results, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that sometimes people are not where you are, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I don't have to retreat back to who I was. I don't have to respond in a unprofessional or unappropriate way because you feel the way you feel. And so I've learned that investing mentally in myself and emotionally in myself. I'm working on the physical part. I need to get in the gym more and move. I've told myself I'm going to move for 30 minutes a day, and I'm going to start there. 30 minutes is not a lot because if you think about it, if you can get up and do different things, I'm going to incorporate some exercise movement in that for 30 minutes. I even started this thing. So on YouTube, they got all of these like dances. I want to learn that Tamia dance, and I got it a little bit, but that's gonna be some of my movement because I love some of them stepping dances. So guess what? 30 minutes. I put on me some exercise and clothes, and I can go ahead and practice those dances so that when they do come on, I can do it. You know what I mean? So that's me investing in that's me investing physically, starting off in my mind, 30 minutes. And I complete the goal. 30 minutes. 30 minutes of moving. Okay. 30 minutes of moving. Sister Nisi says she's already started the mental, physical, and emotional stages. A lot of it had to do with me stepping away from people and take a look at who's healthy for her mental and her emotional state. So we're talking about investing in oneself. We're talking about thank you for joining. Hey, right, I'm in my soft era. If I have to be defensive or tense with you, we're going to be cordial. I know that's right. I know that's right. We don't want to be defensive. Good morning. Good morning. So, we're talking about investing in yourself on all four platforms: emotionally, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Investing in yourself. Investing in yourself. So what about you? What about you, sis? I didn't hear anything from Sister Maine, Sister Charmaine, and Sister Tanisha. I see you guys have joined in. Thank you for coming on in. What about you? And I totally agree with you. If I have to be on defense or tense with you, we're gonna have to just be cordial. Something happened this weekend at work, sort of like that. I'm on this investment journey about being professional, right? As I'm waiting for people to respond, I'm gonna tell this little story. And so the problem was, it was a problem that was reported. Okay. And so when it's reported to the nurse, I like to address it. Doesn't mean you did it, doesn't mean you didn't do it. I don't know, wasn't there. I'm just reporting what was told. And so me, I do like a follow-up. I don't feel like I was wrong for doing that because it was reported to me. So for me, I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to address it. This is what was said. You were the person on this assignment going forth, especially because we're not really staff, we're agency. Okay. So going forth, We have to make sure, we are following and doing what our tasks are for our shift. And then make sure you do walk through rounds, blase skippy, before you leave. That covers you, that covers everything. And then if anything is said, it's like, hey, I did a walk around with you, nothing was said then. And then you got it all, right? Right? Nope. That wasn't a response Carol received. I had sh- called somebody on the phone to verify that this is what I did before I left. Then got mad and left. Didn't say I'm leaving. Didn't say I'm coming back. Didn't say not a word. So then I had to go to the supervisor, like, hey, this person left. I don't know what's going on. This is what was said. Da 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 da. Don't know. I'm literally giving report, getting ready to get out of there. True story, facts. And the person, now mind you, I didn't call all the supervisors to say the person then left because ain't nobody said nothing to me. And so literally the person walks back in and I go, oh, you're back? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just, the old Carol probably would have been like, what in the world? But this new one, me investing in mentally and emotionally, I said, okay, she back, I guess, split it back up into five. I'm just not even gonna respond to it. I don't know. For me, I feel like when you invest in yourself in those areas and start to learn who you really are and start to know where you really are, it is a whole different outlook on a lot of stuff. Even when it comes to work, family, it can come to your children, these young adults that make these choices and then sit and look and talk to you as if you supposed to know what to do for them after they chose to do what they wanted to do. Then they wanted you to help them out in that situation. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So this investment journey and investing in yourself, I'm telling you, on all four will have you looking at a whole lot of stuff differently. Have you looking at a lot of things differently. And not that you're going to be looking at them badly. It's just that you know how to I would say move about them in a more different way. I kind of like how Sister Nisi put it. She's in a soft era. So we ain't got to be defensive, we ain't got to be tense, we ain't got to be standing there all shocked. It's okay. It's okay. You know, and you just go on with it because choices are going to be made. And when people make choices, that's their right. They have a right to make a choice. We all are mortal agents to make choices. You know, God allows us to make choices, so we can make choices. But remember, when you're making those choices, even when you're doing these investments, there's going to be consequences behind them. I think she said, a lot of times she had to step back. Certain people just ain't good. Certain people ain't there. Good morning, Aunt Maddie. Hey, Auntie Pooh. So you have to remember when we are doing this, there's going to be different type of responses. And so everybody's not going to like the response that you either are doing or giving, if that makes sense. Some people are not. They're not going to like it. They're not going to understand it. A lot of times people don't. There are so many toxic people in the world. I just can't be a trash can for anyone anymore. Yeah, for no one anymore. I just can't be a trash can. No one anymore. Yeah. No, you don't have to be. And a lot of times there is. And when we talk about toxic, that's a big word a lot of people use now, toxic. But people are in that in a sometimes people have took what they see and they have created a whole reality for them. And I try to say that very nicely because I don't want to say what they see or what they saw or what they heard or what they've been through is wrong. But I want them to understand that sometimes folks' reality is their reality. And it has nothing to do with something probably you said or did. It's just where they are. And I try to understand people there too. I'm one of those people who kind of try to, you know, I'm a Libra. So one thing about us is balance. Like we do. Like I don't need everything up here. I don't need everything down here. I just need it even keel. And we all good. So when things are not even keel, That's when you kind of tend to see some stuff that you don't want to see. But I'm learning that even in that, that's not even right. So I try to keep everything for me, not for you. Look at Nisi laughing. I try to keep everything balanced. Everything has to be balanced and it has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense for me, then I kind of keep going over and over and over and over it in my head. I keep going over and over, like, why would that happen? Why would they do that? Why would this and that? So I'm learning there too. Because I think somebody over here told me that everybody's not a Carol fan. I can't remember who told me that, but I'm learning that because everybody's not a Carol fan, everybody's not going to respond the way I believe they should respond. And that's a learning journey for me, investing in me too, knowing that people response as Carol is not going to be always your response, and learning how to accept how people respond, because some people just flat out just don't like you, girl. Okay. And I say, all right. And I have to accept that, everybody ain't gonna like you. So that's something that I'm learning too, and it's okay. It's okay. Oh, hubby just jumping around everywhere, ain't he? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, good morning. Sister said facts, right, Sister Janine? Sister said facts. She said facts. So when we talk about investing in ourselves as we had this morning, remember, it's a journey. Okay, it is a journey. And when we talk about a journey, people say, oh, is it long, is it this? It's however long it needs to take for you to get to where you need to be. I don't think we ever really arrive, but we get to a point in life where we do change and things start to change for us. The Libra in my household scale is all over the place. Gee, that scale is rough to balance. She young, give her a little time. She's young. She's young. She'll balance out. She'll balance out. Trust me. She will. She's young. That maturity will come in and it'll balance. I'm 45 and I'm just now getting to a point where I'm like, okay, okay. And also remember, September's are different from October's. October's we're a little rowdy. September is a little bit more. They probably are a little bit more balanced than us, I guess, probably, but they're a little bit more weirder than me. September Libras are different to me. She has. Oh, we'll talk. She has. Um, so for investing in yourself, investing in your mental health, emotional, spiritual, and physical. So remember, I said I'm gonna move 30 minutes a day. And that's for me. Whatever your physical gonna be for you. But like I said, people always talk about investing. And so that's just been something on my mind to talk about and to put out there to everybody to see where everybody is. And I even learned some things about some people. And I think I want to go start going do me some water aerobics for my needs and things of that nature. But we always talk about investing, invest in a home, invest in school, invest in this, invest in that, but invest in you. Invest in you so you can be the best of you that you can be, that you can be the best version of you out here doing what you need to do. Invest in you. Take time to get to know you. And let me tell you something, the older you get, you do change a little bit. I just want everybody to know that. People think that oh, that person, they stay the same all the time. People don't stay the same all the time. They do change. And let me tell you something about change. It's okay. It's okay to invest in yourself and change the way you think and change who you are. It's all right. It's all right. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, as a child, I spake as a child, I did as a child. And now that I'm grown, you do things as an adult. So it's okay to grow up. It's okay to invest in yourself. And it's okay to change. It's okay to change. You want to change. It's okay. Ooh, 100 squats with water aerobics. Sign me up because I can't. Ooh, me doing squats without the water, baby. It's a challenge, a challenge, a challenge, a challenge. All right. Today. Look here. You are the architect. This is your affirmation for today. You are the architect of you. All right. You are the architect of you. Invest in yourself. All right. You build in yourself. Architect builds. All right. Invest in yourself, build in yourself. You are the architect of you. All right. But when you're doing it, do it with love. Because when love is sprinkled in there, it can't go wrong. All right. I want to thank you all for joining me today on Monday Mindset. Let's go with that. Let's have a beautiful, beautiful day. And if we can't have a beautiful day, guess what? Don't mess up nobody else's. All right. Go on into your little closet or wherever it is that you go personally. And don't mess up nobody else's day, because you never know what nobody else is going through. A word, a smile, just that little thing can help somebody, from anything that they're going through, because you never know. So don't make it a bad day for anybody else. Again, I want you all to continue to live, love, never stop laughing. I always find something to laugh about or smile about. Hint, hint, hint. Carol smiles all the time. And always, 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 always try to find room to forgive, because forgiveness is needed in today's world. Let me tell you, find a little bit of forgiveness and in your hearts. All right. I want you to know it's one love, and I want you all to continue to do that. Sometimes it's hard, but we have to. More love is needed in this world to be a better place. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all tomorrow. I love y'all. Thanks for your support, and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.